Today I am unboxing the cheapest 72 volt electric scooter. This is the lowest level I have seen online and it was delivered fast, the box looks massive. I hope it is a good scooter. Perfect condition, no damage anywhere. So let's open this up and let's see how it looks like. This is how it looks inside. Super clean, all wrapped in plastic, how it should be. Good spacers, have accessories, charger, e-bike universal tool. So far it looks good. And this is your scooter. And like in previous model, you only have to install the handlebar and you have it already mounted on the top. Just unwrap it, connect it right there, and the scooter is good to go. 3 months ago, I tested the more compact budget version that turns to be a good, cheap, reliable option that works. And 2 weeks ago, I tested this monster. That is even better price scooter, but only 60 volt system that performs exceptionally well for this price you have to dump. And now we have the same brand, same idea, same design and execution, but 72 volt configuration, 35 amp hour battery, 5000 watts dual motors with a different front fork. Honestly, I would prefer to see here 60 volt model lights and front fork design. I think it will look much better here. Things that I like here. The lights, really nicely done, not the best design, but super bright. It's not very dark outside, but still very visible. I like this logo here in the front, changing colors. Also the deck here, you have the slides on the side. It's bright enough to see through the grip tape, so that should be a little bit exposed somehow. And the same pretty much frame design, the same suspension, different arms. This is better. I like that you have here a big body frame, so you can put here a big battery and you have 2 charging ports. Big travel suspension in the front. Front light, powerful, big, exactly how it should be. We tested the previous models and covers a lot in the nighttime. Good cable management, everything nicely organized. Good brakes, good levers, good components, good console, big screen. The same throttle we tested before. 13-inch massive off-road knobby. Also street hybrid tires, good quality, looks very good. Back and front, good water resistant sealants and good connections everywhere, good hardware. Combined 10,000 watts, 5,000 watts in the front and 5,000 watts in the back. Battery 72 volts, 35 amp hour capacity. This is the first one, is price range with this specs. I like the fact that you can actually put mirrors here. You have the thread and the cover, so that's also really cool. Fenders, plastic, nicely mounted, no vibrations. Front and back. In the back it's actually steel. Very solid, covers enough, it doesn't splash you in the back. Another cool thing here is that you have 2 charging ports. 4-piston hydraulic brakes with very thick front and back disc brakes. Frame looks industrial, boxy, like a tool, which I mentioned so many previous videos, but it works. It's ugly, it's boxy, sharp corners, but they're actually chamfered, so it doesn't, doesn't scratch you all around. It's very nicely done. There's no sharp edges. Now the things I don't like. Good brakes, everything is good console, but wrong size handlebar. So it doesn't matter how much you tighten here, this clamp for the levers, they still move. So you have to put some shims here. Also here the throttle. It doesn't matter how much you tighten, it's loose. And I actually tried to, I will show you here, I tried to cut this part here and still it doesn't allow you, if you push here, to go lower. Like if you have gloves now, it's very hard to have it on top, so I push it in the middle. I want to bring it lower and I can't. I have to lift the lever, which sucks, in order to push this down. And this should have been done from the factory, thinner design here, so it doesn't touch. And the same, this lever, it doesn't matter how much you tighten, it's loose. I have not seen on previous models to be this loose. Suspension, no adjustability, but for this price level, I can't complain. Still a lot of travel. Very poor design, it looks really cheap. I'll replace that from the start and I'll leave openings here so you can see the LEDs underneath, or make a design so this is exposed. That'll be cool. Also here, very entry-level design-wise. Can be done nicer. Different cut, different grip tape, maybe some rubber. That'll look so much better. Go around, let's see how much is squeezed on this end. Very, very windy. Let's see now. Give a spin. 33, 5, 40, much faster now, 43, 45, 46, 47, 47 is stable, 47, 47 still, 48, 49, 50, and there's light. So it hits 50 miles an hour, but it takes a bit of time, and I really had to sit down. The wind is just crucial. Today it's cold and windy, and I'm 240 plus pounds. I have a lot of winter gear on me. So if you're under 200 pounds, you might get 55 miles an hour. Acceleration now, you can see, you can hear it spins the tires from the start. It's more aggressive. I think the battery started to warm up, and the scooter performs better because it's been all night outside. I left it outside. I forgot it was outside, so it feels like it's waking up, and now it has more torque and more power. So yeah, spring, summer, you'll get most definitely better performance. But it feels nice. Now acceleration is more aggressive and picks up better. Yeah, it rides very nicely, smooth. 13-inch tires actually are comfortable, and it feels good. Compared to other scooters, it feels like slightly higher torque, but the start is not, I can't say oh, it's super aggressive. It's slightly more aggressive, but it's not like the hyper scooters and 70 volts. So acceleration, I cannot compare it to 70 volt scooters like Emotional Rats, Tabu GTR, teverun. It's not even close, but it's slightly more aggressive than the previous scooters that I tested, the same brand, 60 and 52 volts. Well, it's a higher voltage, so it should be, right, more aggressive, but it's not crazy fast. Still, 50 miles an hour is more than decent. It's a pretty good result. Range. Tested in dual mode, maximum speed. My weight is 240 pounds. Temperature 35 degrees, very cold. I kept the throttle at the max at all time. Mostly riding on a street, with some off-roading, I would say about 20%. Kept the speed at the max where possible. Last 4 or 5 miles, the speed decreased, covering 24.6 miles in range. Expect 30 to 40% more range in the summertime. Suspension, I was expecting the same performance as 60 volt version, but it's much softer here. For my 240 pounds, feels way too soft. The tail of the frame is lower than it should be. And if you have seen my 60 volt version review, that one is perfectly balanced and parallel with the ground. But here, despite being lower, it does not bottom. Super soft, a lot of travel. The rear wheel very bouncy, but surprisingly, it does not make noise. It works pretty well. No adjustability at this price level here, but it sounds and feels very comfortable. If you're 200 pounds or under, this suspension will work amazingly well for you. Front suspension is noisy and hits back into the handlebars slightly on the rebound, but it's not bad. Mostly it's noise, and it's a standard on these budget scooters. Still, overall handling off-road, it's very, very good considering I weigh 240 pounds and I'm going here pretty fast. Gives you good control on small jumps, and going fast still feels very manageable, fun and very exciting. Hill climbing is decent, has good torque and climbs hills well, enough power to climb even more aggressive hills. The 13-inch wheels really make the scooter grip well and feels very, very comfortable. I want to see more scooters with 13, even 14-inch wheels options. Makes a big difference, especially off-road, when you convert from 10, 11, even 12 inches. Finally, 84 volts, 5 amps, a fast charger. We'll see how it looks. The same design, the same as previous models with the fan here, 5 amps, 84 volts. Folding mechanism, the same exact one as the HOVERAir. In previous scooters I tested before, when you put them next to each other, you can see size difference, and the ends, the arms are different. Suspension looks the same, but they all perform differently, have different stickers. And when it comes to charging, you have here 2 charging ports, so if you buy the second charger, from empty to full, 3.5 hours. If you have only one, 7 hours. The lights are crazy bright, and in a couple of seconds they're gonna start flashing and moving. And you can see here the top also pretty bright, also on the back. Now the front light, we've seen this on so many previous scooters and the mini bike I tested before, and it's crazy bright. You can actually adjust it. Not sure how much camera picks up, but it's super bright and heats almost till the end, and you can actually like lift this higher. Not sure how much will show, but it's very, very bright. So you can ride this really fast on trails, highway. You'll be, able to see a lot in front of you. Also the side panels, all this stem, crazy, crazy bright. And you have turning signals on the back here. So the same console, turn it to the left, and that's your light in there. And let's check the brakes now. And here's your brakes. Decent, good light. And here's the side view, so you guys have an idea. So from the sides, this is very visible in the city, on the trails, anywhere you ride. Anywhere you ride, people will see you. And now it's gonna start moving, and you see this like pattern, which is kind of cool and kind of silly at the same time. But it's better to have it versus not have it, and this is the front. So yeah, on the light section, nothing to complain here. For the price of $1,650 with discount code, you get a 70-volt system with a decent battery capacity that we have to agree it's priced pretty low. The design is rough and might not be the best looking scooter out there, but if you're commuting to work and you cannot spend more than $2,000, but you want a high voltage comparable system power delivery, good speed and a decent range, and you don't care that much about the design, but you need a fast working horse, this model fits the bill. All the information links will be down below in the description box. Take a look. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Ride safe, and I'll see you next time.